EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. You look at this Browns defense. Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do in the open drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about where one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. The Ravens at 6-3 on the year, and they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They go play action now. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Oh, the defense right there to stop him. Did he get the yard he needed? He did, says the referee. Barely. First down. These two teams met early in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. In motion left goes a tight end. A first down carry for Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Here's 2nd and 7. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. There's a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And some space here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And again it's Chubb. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Browns nothing.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Chubb on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Here's Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Cooper will go in motion. On 1st down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Justin Madubuike able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And on 2nd and goal, they decide to throw it again. And this result is even worse. They take a sack. On first down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first two plays, beginning with first and goal.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're so close. That close to the first points of the game. Just had to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
York able to send this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Play action. It's Jackson out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run. It's Henry. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. They pitch it to Chubb. Bulldozes past him. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Watson trying to get his guys moving. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. They go play action with Jackson. Steps away. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. And the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end, Andrews. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Come on, guys. Let's make a play here. Come on, baby. One word. All right, let's put some points on the scoreboard.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. They throw it out right complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Browns drive about to get started. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 33-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Here's Watson. find Akins there, complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Watson now to throw. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now a first down throw, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now second and 9. Watson looks to throw again. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And they'll bring Judy in motion right. They go up the middle with Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now a second and 2. Back to throw, Watson. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First down, Browns.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. Roquan Smith, the all-pro, the former Bear, is there to make the stop.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
Touchdown! Elijah Moore, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now Cade York for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Henry again on second down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Jackson. That one to the right side and incomplete.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing 4th quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A run for Nick Chubb. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And he is caught. There he goes left side. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 50 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
Rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Rolling to his left. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson on the move to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Chubb. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. Watson going to try and run it. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Watson. That is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So they get the interception and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and a yard. Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get the ball down inside the 30. Here's Jackson. That is caught with Sean Bateman. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here's 1st and 10. Now Watson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And down he'll go at the 25. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end